All right, giving you some gold here. Books you're going to need when SHTF happens. And no, you're not going to be able to pull them up on your phone because your phone may not be working. It could be an EMP attack or something like that destroys your electronics. So you're going to need this stuff in hard copy. So let's start out with the Ultimate Survival Medicine Guide. This is so awesome. And the reason it's awesome is it talks about all kind of stuff. But one thing it does, one of the specific things I like, is it tells you what antibiotics that you're going to need for different problems and different medications used for different problems. This is an excellent book. I would strongly suggest getting this book. The next book you're going to need is some type of SAS survival handbook. This book covers all kinds of survival situations. It even tells you what plants you're going to need. It tells you how to fish. It tells you how to trap. It tells you how to cut up game. It tells you how to make a compass. It does everything. It tells you how to carry a guy off the battlefield. Great book. Strongly suggest it. The SEAL Survival Guide by Cade Courtley. This is also another good book. It's a lot like the SAS book, but it's good. The checklist. This book is full of checklists. And it talks about, it's just basically checklist. Checklist you're going to need for food prep. Checklist for sanitation. Checklist for stock up. 100-day minimum food requirements per person. Just a ton. Survival bag checklist. Just a ton of checklists. Individual first aid kit, IFAC checklist. A ton of good checklists in this book. The next one, a very favorite of mine, is The Ultimate Sniper by John Plaster. This book is outstanding. It teaches you a lot of tactics. It teaches you a lot of stuff about shooting. It teaches you a lot of stuff about the dope on your rifle. Just a ton of good information. Camouflage. You name it. Good stuff. The next one is the Ranger Handbook. I don't like this one as good as I do the rest of them. It'd probably be the last one I'd buy, but it goes over a lot of good stuff about small unit tactics. This book is outstanding. This is an area intelligence book. If you're in government or anything like that, or let's say you're emergency management, this book, if you don't have this book, you're a failure. The next book, whenever the doctor prescribes you some type of medicine, the first thing you need to do is flip it open and see what this book says about it. It tells you why you would use it, the treatments and overdose, dosage and routes. It just talks about everything to do with the medication. It also talks about what the medication may conflict with. So this book is great to know, and you can pick these up. You can pick an older edition up for, this was $40. I picked one up the other day for like $2. So a little older edition, and medications don't change that much, but this is a good need to know book. And if you end up having to do any IVs and try to figure out what an IV dosage needs to look like, or figure out what goes on with the IVs, and this book will tell you everything about an IV. Absolutely awesome book. So that is the 9 books that I would strongly suggest. At least 8 of them you could leave out the Ranger Handbook, because if you have these 2 books up here, you basically covers the Ranger Handbook, especially the Ultimate Sniper. But I would strongly suggest having those 8 books. Very, very important. And the knowledge that you can pick up in those books right there may be the difference between life and death. Go out and make yourself, your family, and your fellow warrior better.